Welcome back to the Team Nerd Herd podcast, where our best advice is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. But on this session of Dropping the Mic, it's collect what you read what you collect. We are starting off. I'm solo dolo. Alonzo had some family business going on. You know, he's enjoying that weekend. So I told him, I'll take it solo, my brother. I will take it solo. But much love to Alonzo and much love to the Team Nerd Herd podcast at 7 p.m. You guys don't forget top picks of the week. Don't forget to check the rewinds on my man Sparks. You promised me comics. He did the FOC. Don't forget to step into Saturday. I got a little half stepping right there. Step back to Saturday. You got the Spine Ticks rewind. You got what do you got? You got the BLCC, the biggest little city collectors, man. I mean, you got my man Raging Cajun Comics. You know, with the Zora's Tigers that happened earlier, man. So I mean, there was a lot of context. So let's go ahead and give those shout outs to that community. Without further ado, let me go ahead and shout out our Team Nerd Herd moderators. What's going on, brother Rudy? Brother number one. What's going on, brother Something Wong? You know, something white's always going to happen. And I think I saw him in the crowd just a little earlier. So much love to my brothers. And brother number three, Deanime, Exetera, Deanime, etc. Senpai. Oh, yeah. And then the music. Much love to DJ Abomination and Plain Clothes D. Right, always repping Horde, son. All right, so right there, I just nailed it right out the park. Something Wong got his popcorn ready for a drop the mic. Hopefully, there's no screech. What's going on? Desired Comics, the man, the myth, the legend, my brother Nigel, pillar of the community. Much love. Bam, Rage and Cajun Comics. Woo, he's in the building. Welcome back to the drop the mic session. It feels like a long time. What's going on to my blood brother Eric the Phoenix, rising up from those ashes and spreading those fiery wings? Mañana is the 4 of Blade of the Immortal. And you got brother Rudy, man, brother number one. Rudy, rolling strong, another pillar to this community, man. Always. Man, this right here pumps my anime heart to death. Look at this. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Uzumaki, the two best, man. Just what's cracking, man. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Uh, the chat just jumped on me right now. Let me go ahead. I saw Sheena right there. Yay, Steve. In my head, that's how I hear it, Sheena. HK Wifey 420. Much love, girl. You know I love you. Lord Chucks from the BLCC, the biggest little city collectors, Repper and Horde. If you guys forgot to check the rewind, go ahead and check the rewind. My man, Comics and Pops, what's going on, my brother? You know, we Alonzo's out there just chilling, co-maxing, relaxing, enjoying the Sunday. Much love, y'all. All right, guys. All right. I think we are all set and ready and raring to go. So, my selection for the drop the mic was Eat the Rich by Boom Studios. Oop, don't want to get the glare right there, right? Eat the Rich by Boom Studios. In looking at the synopsis, it was one of my picks of the week for top picks of the week on Sunday. And it is a Boom Studios title. You got the writer of Sarah Gailey, or Godly, pardon me if I'm saying this incorrect. Artist Pius Bak, colors by Ramon Tito, and then the lettering is by Cardinal Ray. So, my man, panel surfing, what's going on? If you guys go back to the Low Grades Friday, man. Low Grades Friday is the way you want to close it out, man. They've been producing mad quality content, man, and I've been getting they always make me laugh, man. They're just hilarious, man. They're a great bunch. I love the chemistry over with those folks, man. Much love to my boys, man. And then you got Glenn 2K, Horror Hermano, man. What's going on, Glenn 2K? All right. So, Eat the Rich, I thought right out the gate, I was like, okay, it's a horror title, it's an independent title. Your boys got to get it. You know, you boys got to get it. So the synopsis really starts off. I think this is a great story, and I'm willing to see what's going on for issue 3 because issue 2 they left you off at a cliffhanger. Issue 1 they left you off at a cliffhanger as well. I think they've done that really well. The team has been the colors that are used, the setting, the tones. Um, the facial gestures in all the art and even the storytelling really lends they really lend to each other. So this is the best part about this. There's two characters that are going to meet. Okay, so Aster is the person that's going to take his girlfriend Joey to meet his parents. Okay. So you kind of think, oh, okay, this is gonna be, you know, the nervousness, and it's that's exactly what it is. It sets in where Joey is in her head saying, I can't believe I'm doing this, you know. Oh, G Rails 24/7. You're right, man. Boom Studios has been killing it. If I'm not highlighting, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of going to go over the story with you guys, kind of give you a synopsis of issue one, kind of leading into issue two. So I will get in as we get a brief pause for a sip of water, for a sip of water. But okay, so Joey's going to meet Astor's parents. They are going to the place that is called the Bluffs, Crestfall Bluffs. And Joey is in her head. She's saying, I can't believe I'm going to meet his parents. And I think Astor is also dealing with a lot as well. There's a lot of turmoil that we kind of get to shed some light on and from the beginning. And I think that's great that they're lending itself to personal issues that one is having. At first you're thinking, okay, well, Joey got to meet the parents. She has to set an expectation, you know, and then you got Astor who you find out is more nervous because he's stopped drinking. He's straight out of college. He's in like law school, something to that effect, but it's wearing on him. I think he might have had a problem drinking. He's been drinking since he was 12 in these like greetings or like these parties that their families are having. And so he's sitting there. He's going to meet a friend called Bumper, his long, friend that he's known. His name's Bumper. I also had a friend named Bumper, as a matter of fact. That's crazy. But Bumper is party guy, works for TurboTax. There's going to be a meeting, and in this meeting, Joey is I think she's kind of doubting herself in the sense that she's looking like, hey, I've never met these type of people. I'm going to have to um, set an expectation. And you get to the point where they're talking to each other. They have this, couple struggle, like they're there for each other, and they finally get to meet the parents. Or Pip is the father figure, and this place, this compound, looks like a compound or a beauty home. But they get to the house, they have security taking Joey's bags. She's a little nervous. She doesn't realize she has a hair clip that is a paper clip on her head. She's just all disheveled and she's nervous. And the family are real, like they're rich. They are just super rich. The house is beautiful, and there's this moment where Joey is meeting everybody. She's talking to the mother and the father. They're taking her through the tour, and there's something that sets in that she doesn't. I don't know whether she feels right or not, but neither is Astor. Astor is kind of having his problems. They go to this party, and this party is set up for retirement, but it's a roasting. So you get to see Astor meeting his friend Bumper. Bumper is the person that's gonna Bumpnick is gonna be the person that's gonna roast Mr. Healy. Healy is a groundskeeper on the premise, and this is where it really sets in. They're kind of roasting this guy, and Joey's like, What's going on? Like what is going on with this roasting of this guy?" And he's like, "Oh, well, when they retire, this is what we do." Um, the one thing I gotta kind of rewind back to is since Astor has stopped drinking, Pip offers Joey a drink, and she's gonna take, but she forgets that Astor's trying to not drink. So she feels like she's already messed up there. She's already messed up with Astor, and she's kind of showing her her true colors. And it's not even in Astor's wheelhouse. He's just like, oh, vodka and tonic. But she goes and walks it off at the beach. This is where she meets the nanny, Patel. Okay. And in meeting the nanny, she is holding the younger brother. His name's Cartwright, and they're at the beach and they're having a conversation. They're saying, like she's saying, hey, you look like you have something wrong with you, and something's bothering you. And she's saying, oh, well, like I wasn't really prepared to meet his family. Um, Also, she's kind of questioning, Patel. And there's an odd moment. There's a cool panel where it's the kid is given the paperclip in Joey's hair, but it's mixed up with something that's in the sand, and it's a jaw, guys. It's a jawbone, and he took a bite out of it. He starts crying, and oddly enough, like that Patel kind of tells her, "Hey, if you're gonna fit in here, you have to act the part. Do not help the help because that's gonna single you out." And there is your first clue, right? Once we get into this roasting, they're roasting Mr. Healy. That's such a classic name, Mr. Healy, right? And they're roasting him to the point where he's sitting there, he's sad, and you really know what's going on, but he's getting ready to leave. And Joey is in the midst of having a conversation with some of Astor's friends, and she's feeling really singled out because she has this dress. They're kind of like picking and prying at her with words, passively aggressively hitting her. She's wearing pearls, and they're telling her, "Oh, how retro." So she goes out for some air, and as she's going out, guys, this is the end of the first issue. You're seeing Mr. Healy like taken off, and somebody running after him. One of the family members running after him. I think it's Pip, and he tackles him, and like he just starts filleting him, cuts his hand off, his leg, and Joey is in the corner witnessing this in the dark. She's seeing this, and she's saying, "What do I do? Run? You can't let them see you." And it ends right there. So I mean, right there, you're getting the cliffhanger. You're getting an instance of Joey witnessing, somebody being dismembered, not even knowing like what's going on. She does feel like the house is weird. She does feel like the people are weird. It's just kind of like um, a lot to take in for her. And in the second issue, we open up with her laying down with Aster, and she wants to talk to her boyfriend. She wants to tell her what she saw, and she really can't because he's drugged up. He's kind of on pills. I guess it's for anxiety, and it kind of leads you to believe that maybe Aster is dealing with that issue and knowing what has happened. A little bit of what we're going to get maybe in the third issue, and we've already seen it in issue one, so we know that there's killings there. It's just unquestionable to Joey. However, what's going to happen in issue three. So that's what we're going to see, right? Issue two, let me see. Look into these eyes. Dude, that just caught me right off. Let me just kind of take a pause, guys. Let me take a pause from just rambling on from issue two and go revisit our chat. The thing about our group chat, man, I love we got the vapors. I love the community, man. I love that everybody chit chats with each other. We're all like right here. Ross says we are all on the same wavelength, man. I might have missed the joke, but who knows? Gene, I said that horrible. All right, guys. So let me get some water. Ross, much love, bro. All right, let me get some water, and then we're gonna hit issue two, guys. And refreshing. Okay, so issue two, Joey's witnessed this horror, filet mignon type of cutting. Guy's death. She's sitting in bed. She's trying to wake up Aster. Aster takes medication. So I got to believe that they're going to get into a little bit more why he's been drinking, why he stopped, why it's such a major thing for him. I know that's a major thing to kind of highlight, but he really emphasizes that it's just a real problem. I don't want to be around there doing that. So he's taking pills. She kind of wakes him up and tells him, like, we'll talk about it in the morning. And in that morning, like they're kind of moving around within the family. But she meets up with Petal again, and Petal's like, in the first issue, she says, "Hey, did they tell you? Like, did they warn you on the beach in their conversation?" Now you get a little more of what happens because she goes to Petals. She's trying to tell her what's happening. Petals like kind of enlightens her and sheds some light on what was going on and what the family does, why they do this. And in this, I think with this book, I think bringing in like real life problems um, lends itself and kind of expands that story because you find out that the reason why they sign up for these jobs is to help pay for in Petal's instance or circumstance, she needs insurance, health insurance. And we all know that's expensive. That's just a all expensive thing to kind of have a health insurance and to have peace of mind. And she has a lot of things that she's needed done to her. So she signs up for that. And there's a stipulation in this contract that, like at the very end, when you retire, you're to be killed and eaten. And you know, Petal tells Joey that, and Joey's just kind of like unnerved. She's just like, I don't know what to do. You know, you got Aster kind of distancing himself in some sort of way, but still being with his family. Um, there's conversations in the midst that are happening, so you're kind of left with, what's going to happen next. Um, and in the end, you see Joey being taken off, taken with Pip's wife, the Aster's mother, and she's saying, "Hey, I just want to talk to you about what happened last night," and that's it. It just ends it, and it leaves you like on a cliffhanger. You're like, "Uh oh!" Like she must have found out that, like this is Days of Our Lives, guys. I mean, she must have found out that she saw what was happening to good old Lance Keeper Healy, But let me go ahead and walk back. Walk back. Bam! Look at this. He's been here the whole time. Bam. Let's see, guys. Bussin', bussin'. Fast and Furious. Oh, okay. All right, Glenn. I'm gonna check it out. Family. You're right. Like you got a family that is just whacking people, dude. Like, and there is no justice here, man. This is just like wholesome, good eating. So we'll see. Yo, yes, Peto is way too calm with that reveal that they're gonna eat you. Um, she's more or less like in that second issue, she knows what she signed up for. I think it's Joey kind of having to come to terms with what's going on, because to her, it's new. And I kind of think Joey has kind of a bit of history too, because she's always kind of like going back to how am I going to deal with these people? Um, I got to fit in with them. How am I going to fit in with them if I am by Aster's side? And I think Aster is maybe trying to bring her on to the firm that he works for. So that kind of puts her in a bad situation. So, man, it's dope though. I really like it. I could see it being like a TV show. Um, More horror is always great for me. I mean, it's just the way you make it, and I think this way the story's been written, it really catches you on the edge of your seat. So I'm more and more worried for Joey at the end of issue 2 than I was in issue 1, where she was just like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" But we shall Susie uncanny swag. What's cracking, my brother? What's cracking? Oh my god. You guys, I would definitely recommend checking this book out. This would be for somebody who is involved in like that loves horror, um, loves independent titles, and is looking to just kind of have those stories in their PC. I think Boom Studio is doing great with their independent titles, and they have a wide variety. I mean, if it's not horror, with the most recent kind of releases of Ma, you got Wind. That's something a totally different dynamic. You got Berserker. You got geez, man, you got Power Rangers, you got Mighty Morphin. I mean, you got Something's Killing the Children, which is another great horror. And I really think that they're doing a great thing here for us who love independent stories. I know we love the big two, but it's always great to kind of throw that in. You know what I mean? But man, all right. So I think I'm gonna end it early, but does anybody have any questions on hard pass? Ross, why? Hard pass. I didn't get him, dude. He was like, "No, the description did not bite." All right. Or it could be because of the Fast and Furious. All right. Yes, Boom has a lot of older titles that do kick ass. I do agree, the anime. They went back and did like Hellraiser, I believe. Um, yeah. Ross, it was a hard pass, bro. Oh, okay. Seven Secrets is also good as well. I gotta say, J Rails 24/7. I totally agree. That's one story that I've kept up with, and from the beginning. Yay, Steve! All right, guys. Man, we finished early, but let me go ahead and kind of let you know what we got going on, you guys. So at 7 p.m. we got top picks of the week. We got special guests, Sparks Comics, FOC. He did that at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. his time, Eastern Standard Time. If you also missed out their shows, go ahead and check their catalog. You Promised Me Comics with Caroline Comics, who's also our second guest. And then you got Comics Are Great, CRG, CRG, representing the NY Warriors. If you guys miss Coffee and Comics with the NY Warriors in the morning, guys, I highly recommend you get up. It's early for us Pacific Coast guys, but it's totally worth it. They got a good thing going on there. They talk about the shows. They kind of go over their opinions and intakes that they're kind of seeing. Um, and man, with that being said, we got those three guests on top picks of the week. Then we got on Monday, we got Eric the Phoenix with Fanime Talk. And then, you got your introspective, with Alonzo, with JR, with my man Geek Driven, and with my man Azores. Jeez. And then we got the Mondo mail call. So we got a busy week, guys. Also, definitely check out the community shows as well if you can and get your reading on. Now, I don't have a title for next week because I went over issue 1 and 2 really quick, but I will be going over another title. There'll also be some like different things that are going to be in the mix that I'm going to be working on. Hopefully, you guys will tell me what you guys think. If it's a total pass, let me know. If it's something that you guys like seeing, then let me know as well. But without further ado, your boy is going to go ahead and sign off. Sayonara and say thank you guys, much love, and be on the lookout. Our best advice is if you want to do it right, collect what you like. But on this segment of Dropping the Mic, it's collect what you read. And with that being said, my people, much love. Peace.